What's up, everybody? Dwayne Bryant here from WagerTalk.com with another edition of my MLB Trend Report, this one for Tuesday, August 15th. And I can't help but laugh because this is actually the third time I'm trying to record this video. Just has not been my day so far, so let's hope that gets better. I've got 5 really good trends for you guys today. We are going to get right into them. And as always, guys, never make a bet based on any single trend, angle, or piece of information. Simply use the trends I'm giving you in addition to other factors and your own handicapping of these games. Let's get right to trend number 1. We are going to go back to last season. We're going to look at the Athletics during the second half of the season. Game number greater than 81 points us to the second half of the season. Not C means it's not a conference game, which in MLB terms means it is an interleague game. And their opponent is averaging 4.5 or more runs per game. So since last season, the A's in the second half of the season against an interleague opponent that is averaging 4.5 or more runs per game. And we've got a bit of a double dip here. The A's are not only 1-12 straight up, losing by more than 3.5 runs per game. It's the ROI is only 22.9% because they were an average plus 220 underdog. So you got to drink a lot of juice to fade them here. What I really wanted to show you is the over-under. It's 12-1. 12 overs, only 1 under. These games went over by almost 3.5 runs per game. Very nice 75.3% ROI. And as you can see here in the right-hand column where it says innings, all of these games finished in regulation 9 innings. So there's no extra innings padding this wide 3.5 run margin. So very nice over-under trend there. And you can see that it's active today, and it looks like also tomorrow with the A's visiting the Cardinals. So let's go right into trend number 2. And guys, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and also hit the bell for notifications. For trend number 2, we're going to go back to last season, and we're going to look at the train wreck known as Luis Severino. We're going to look at him on the road against teams with a winning record, so O for opponents, WP for win percentage, greater than 50. So this is Luis Severino on the road against teams with a winning record going back to last season. And you can see that the Yankees are 0-9, losing by more than 2 runs per game. And that's despite being nearly even money in those 9 games. So very nice 88.3% fade ROI. And this is active today with Severino and the Yankees on the road against the Braves. You will have to drink a lot of juice if you want to fade Severino today. Let's move this right into trend number 3. And guys, if you haven't already, please hit the thumbs up to like this video. I would greatly appreciate it. For trend number 3, we're going to go all the way back to 2021, so a little over 2.5 seasons, and we're going to look at Kyle Hendricks at home when the line is between minus 125 and minus 195. And we will see that the over-under is 12-0-1. 12 overs, no unders, 1 push. These games went over by about 5.25 runs per game. That might be one of the if not the largest margin I've ever seen for an over-under trend that has more than a dozen results. Nice 83% ROI. And what makes that margin even more impressive, again, just like the other trend, look in the right-hand column under innings. All these games finished in regulation 9 innings, so there's no extra innings that are padding that margin. That is a legit margin of more than 5 runs per game, favoring the over, and it is active today with the Cubs and Hendricks at home against their crosstown rivals, the White Sox. Let's move this right into trend number 4. And guys, if you have any trends or angles that you'd like me to look up for today's games, drop them in the comments and I will get to them when I can. If you yourself have found any trends or angles that are active for today's games, please drop those in the comments as well. We would all love to see them. For trend number 4, we're going to stick with just this season. We're going to look at the first game of the series with the Nationals as a home dog of less than plus 145. So this is this season, the Nationals in the first game of a series as a home dog of less than plus 145. And if you hit the SDQL button, you'll see that the Nats are 0-12, losing by more than 2 runs per game. Average line plus 120.5, so the very nice ROI of 72.6% if you faded them in this situation. And they are in this situation today, hosting the Boston Red Sox. Now, this is one of those where you can see now the line that's in the system says 143. I'm not sure, to be honest with you, where this line is right now as I record it. So this is one of those trends where you have to watch. Whenever a trend includes a total or a line, you have to keep track and make sure that the total or the line stays within the parameters to keep that trend active. There's a good possibility that this trend will fall out of being active and will become inactive today. If this gets bumped up to plus 145, this trend becomes inactive. So keep that in mind as you look at some of these trends, especially the ones that, like I said, list a specific total or line. So that brings us to trend number 5. Guys, before we get to trend number 5, though, I ask that you go to dbbets.com today for multiple reasons. Number 1, I have a 5% MLB max bet going today. That is the highest rating I give a play. This play is backed by some solid statistical data as well as a situational angle where this team has gone a perfect 13-0 over the last 2 seasons. And not only that, they won those 13 games by nearly a 4 runs per game average. I have that included in the write-up. You can get that right now at dbbets.com. And if you scroll down the page, you can see I do have an MLB special going on right now. You can save $125 off my MLB season through the World Series package. Just get that package and at checkout, use coupon code. Actually, I don't think that's correct. I think the actual coupon code, guys, is MLB125. If you use coupon code MLB125 at checkout, you will get that $125 off. You just go over here to long-term and seasonal passes and go down to baseball. Click the drop down and pick my MLB through the World Series package. And then at checkout, use coupon code MLB125. You can also get my Choose Your Freebie football special that is still going on, but we are getting down to the nitty-gritty with this one. This one's going to disappear very soon. I was number 1 in college football at WagerTalk last season across the board. Profit, win percentage, and ROI. Number 1 in NFL profit 2 seasons ago. Number 1 at WagerTalk over the last 2 seasons combined in profit from 5% NFL max bets. I was profitable in NFL and college football combined each of the last 2 seasons. And right now, while this is still active, you can actually choose to get my entire NFL season through the Super Bowl absolutely free if you grab my college football season package. Or if you grab that package, you can also choose to get the rest of my MLB through the World Series for free. Your biggest savings, though, is if you grab my college football and NFL season combo package, you'll get the rest of my MLB season absolutely free. And if you purchase the college football season package, someone from WagerTalk's amazing customer service staff will reach out to you to see whether you want the NFL season free or the rest of my MLB free. If you choose the college football NFL season combo package, which is already at a discount, you will automatically receive the rest of my MLB absolutely free. So To get that, again, you're under long-term and seasonal passes. You scroll down to football, hit the drop-down box, pick which season you want, and we will tack on the appropriate freebies from there. So don't forget to check that out. And with that being said, we are going to go into trend number 5. And for trend number 5, we're going to look at the Marlins. And this is one I haven't used before on a video, I don't believe. This is a Marlins when their starter is coming off a non-quality start. Capital NQS stands for non-quality start. And for those of you not familiar, quality start is an actual statistic that is used. And basically that means a quality start is when the pitcher lasted at least 6 innings and gave up no more than 3 runs. And so a non-quality start means that this pitcher either didn't make it through 6 innings or he allowed 3 or more than 3 runs. Capital S here, this means that the Marlins they won their starter's previous start against today's opponent. So the lowercase s refers to the starter's previous start. The capital S refers to the starter's previous start against today's opponent. And this goes back to May 8th of this year. So this is, like I said, since May 8th, the Marlins, when their starter is coming off a non-quality start, and the Marlins won this starter's previous start against today's opponent. We'll hit the SDQL button, and you'll see that the over-under is 0-11. No overs, 11 unders. These games went over or stayed under by about 2.5 runs per game. Very nice 90.2% ROI. And you can see that it is active today with the Marlins at home against the Astros. Now, keep in mind that I do also have, and I don't have it on this video and I don't have it handy to show you, but I do also have a very strong trend that points to the over in this game. And I say that to prove my point that, and this is why I say this in every video at least once, you can't make a bet based on any single trend. You have to look at all the data, gather up all the trends you can find on these games, and then determine whether you have enough of an edge one way or the other to make a play. You can't make a bet based on any single trend. That might work over the short term, but over the long term, I really don't think you're going to be profitable. And that is going to do it, my friends, for today's video. As always, guys, if you have any trends or angles you'd like me to look up for today's games, drop them in the comments. If you have found any trends or angles that you found that are active for today's games, drop those in the comments as well. And as always, guys, best of luck on all of your wagers today.